Blessed is he who flowers the more, where nary a bud grew before. My life has been devoted to making things grow. But growth takes time, and I am, by kind, an impatient man. Like the old saying goes, as the grass groweth, the horse starveth. So I decided to give Mother Nature a little push. My first success was the simulation of the lovely rose. By and by, I added the carnation, gardenia, and eventually the ever-popular orchid, all equally successful. Indeed, by the age of 28, I was listed as the state of Nebraska's youngest millionaire. But it wasn't until World War II, while under contract to our nation's Department of Camouflage, heading up the newly formed Foliage Division for the fabrication of shrubs, bushes, and so forth, that I made what I believe to be my most meaningful discovery, an efficient and economical process to fabricate fully mature, lifelike trees. At first, they were used to conceal artillery, air bases, and so forth. But before long, high-ranking officers were requesting the trees because of their beauty and authenticity for the front of command headquarters. Realizing the potential of my discovery, I immediately patented the process. And with the return of peacetime, gathered a small group of investors to form Trees Everlasting Incorporated. As with any worthwhile enterprise, there were unforeseen challenges, but in these past few years, I sincerely believe those challenges were met. And so recently, it was with great pride that our very first forestation project was placed on a farm near Prittnerville. It was unquestionably one of the happiest moments of my life. Fulfillment of a long-held dream was becoming a reality. Then, quite unexpectedly, I died. But not really, for it is my firm and unshakable belief that I shall live eternally through my trees.
These passing moments, given in tribute to the memory of Raymund E. Bowles, were produced under the personal supervision of Alton S. Becher Enterprises. Mr. Bowles' voice was recreated by Sidney Lorenz. Wardrobe and makeup, Arlon. Floral design and scents, Mr. Maisel. Music conceptualization, Maureen Bedlander. My name is Jason Lade.
My trees. They are my indestructible monuments. They shall endure.
I still can't tell his from the others. Except for the leaves. Theirs drop, his don't. And his colors. Autumn gold, emerald green, mossy jade. Hey, you had a choice. Maintenance free, guaranteed fire resistant. That's just the way it was. A man ahead of his time. That's just the way it was. Never give it a second thought. When you grow up with things, you sort of tend to take them for granted. As a little kid, hearing that poem about trees, you know, the one where the poet says that anybody could write a poem, but only God could make a tree. I thought it had been written about Dad. A man ahead of his time. Something you can't control. Being ahead or behind. Everything has its purpose. That's a given. What will be, will be. Good old Bobby. Little Big Ben. Birdie the rooster. Bobby's bark. The way to start a day. Getting with the process. That's what it's all about, whether we know it or not. The thing of it is, most people don't know it. Oh, they do know it. They just don't know it consciously. Hey, deep inside, we all know it. And like Larry says, you just got to tap into it. A world where all those needless emotions, concerns, whatever, just evaporate, disappear. Hey, it works when facing the other so-called real world. The hustle, hassle, get it done yesterday world. Don't get me wrong, it's not a question of favoring one world, this or that, over the other, either or. No, the question is, why not have the best of both? The best of both. That, in a nutshell, is the question, so to speak. And the answer. A world with something called tradition, but the best of tradition, bonding with one's past, the good old days, the way things used to be. Slow down, what's the rush? Sure, there's only 24 hours in a day, but so what? Rome was not built in a day, not by a long shot. Name me one city that was. Simple needs, simple wants. Back to basics. But the best of basics. It's all a matter of getting with the process. And, given time and practice, it all adds up. It all kicks in. Your own personal survival kit. Helping build a better you, yet taking pride in the fact that you are uniquely you, and only you, not someone else, or for that matter, something else. Seriously, like some sort of animal, cat, mouse, insect, whatever. Who knows, you could have been born a bee, or a chicken, or a cow. Hey, why not? If you believe in reincarnation, not that I do or don't, there's no proof one way or the other. It's all open to question. Hey, let's face it, everything is open to question. Everything. There's no one answer. There's no one truth. That's a given. That's a given. For sure. Like Larry says, truth. Truth is what we think it is at any given moment in time. I like that. Truth is what we think it is at any given moment in time. And let's face it, times change. Times change. Needs change. Attitudes change. People change. Mr. Load, this is Raymund.
Oh, it isn't. Mr. Lode, this is Raymond. Well, I appreciate that very much. I want to thank you for the beautiful flowers. They were beautiful. Well, he was close to us. I say he was close to us. Yes. Oh. Right. Right. Well, the real reason I called, Mr. Lode, is that I thought you might take the opportunity while I'm gone to fix up a few things. Well, you had mentioned putting a new window in the bathroom. Good. I see. Fine. Also, Mr. Lode, you might check the cow. It sounds... No, the sun is fine. No more humming whatsoever. Good, fine. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Lode. Give Mrs. Lode my best. Shakeout time. The trip would do me good. Take things as they come, change of scenery, no rushing, unwind, relax, enjoy. It's all unity and balance, one and the same. Stay loose, be open, stay open. That's what it's all about. Taking time to smell the roses. Hey, let's face it. Things do work out.
Boils!
I mean, considering.
They was boils!
That's a fact.
Boom!
Facts are facts.
Like a bat out of hell, we took off, but just kept banging into things.
An experience I never, ever again want to experience.
Look it! I'm a mess!
Everything seemed more far away than it actually was.
Things kept moving, just kept moving. Not actually, but seeming like, you know?
For example, you were here, then you were there. You were here, then you were there.
Things kept moving, just kept moving.
Ray, there is no success without failure.
One step backwards, two steps forward.
We learned from our mistakes.
Definitely.
I'm no way taking anything away from your old man, Rusty Soul. I was there at the first.
Those trees are part of us, like family.
Say what they want, I'm more than proud of that fact.
What's family all about?
Important, Ray.
Something you can't buy.
Amen.
It's just a matter of getting it right.
It's like, here, this leaf is part of me, my body proper. And I'll give a week's pay to the first fellow who can tell the difference between this and a so-called real one.
It's just a matter of getting it right.
But now, with the Italians...
Grazie! And with Grimaldi Nazionale Italiano, we now have the long-awaited and much-needed infusion of capital to launch the necessary research, i.e. test sites, and to forge ahead and become more than, albeit a moderately successful company, little known outside Omaha. Omaha!
And I might add, they've already ordered 42,000 maple willows and 12,000 elm birches.
Albero eterno, senza mantenimento, resistente al fuoco, a vostra scelta, in acero, quercia, betulla, pino e molte altre varietà. Albero eterno, alto 6 metri e mezzo con foglie lussuose, 12 mesi all'anno. Albero eterno, sempre vostro ad un prezzo incredibilmente basso. Albero eterno. Estillo riparata! Chi da destra! A distanza! Nigosso! Out! Albero eterno, chiamate oggi e domani voi goderete l'ombra per tutta la vita. Albero eterno.
Given time, things do work out. That's a given. That's a fact. They just do. Still, all the same, everything being equal, there's no denying, now and then, we all know it. Things do happen. They just do. Things that don't seem to make sense. And we've all been there. We have. You have, I have. Things you can't explain. At least not for that point in time, when they happen. Eventually, given time, yes. Hey, better late than never. But let's face it, things aren't that simple. Some things more than others.
What happened?
Sir?
What happened?
I seem to have run out of gas.
What do you mean you run out of gas? You run out of gas. Ain't you got a gauge to know you run out of gas? In case you want to know better for yourself that you run out of gas, is that it?
Sir?
Gauge.
Yes, I have a gauge.
What's it say?
Empty.
Empty. That means it is empty.
When it says empty, that means there's really only approximately 5 gallons left. But I forgot to remember when it said empty. If you can take me as far as...
141.
Sir?
141. We'll take 212 and a 94 on out to 51, then 141.
Why do your chickens sound like...
They're ducks.
Why do your ducks look
More
like...
people eat chicken than duck. That is 60 or 61.
What?
That is 60 or 61.
57.
57. Looks like a 60 or 61.
It's a 57 with a 61 chassis. Had 7,000 meter-wise. Got close to 50,000 now, more or less.
50,000?
How fast does this truck go?
40, maybe 50, that's it if I keep my foot to the floorboard.
You have the illusion of going much faster.
Look at the speedometer. Numbers do not lie.
Yes, there are moments. There's no denying. There are moments when things do seem out of hand. That's a fact. But, like Larry says, everyone has his reasons. Everyone. You might not know the reasons. But that doesn't make it any less valid. Everyone's different. Everyone. But hey, that's what makes us unique. Granted, there's no controlling some moments. But again, like Larry says, one can control one's reaction to those moments when you put your mind to it. 4 broken fingers, a broken arm, a few scratches, a week on the mend. Not bad. I mean, considering.
Printerville? It's not more than an hour's drive from here. Beautiful country around Printerville.
Thanks to people like the Wilberforces. Pioneers all in the best sense of the word. Real folks, real people. Merle, Nan, Harley, Edna, Milton, Irma. Attending the wedding, being accepted as part of that family, that would have made Dad proud. And what a wedding. Beginning with a 10 a.m. ceremony, catered brunch, champagne, the works. Merle and Nan were honeymoon bound, wherever, whatever, by noon. Off to catch a plane. No matter the weather, come rain or shine, one happy bunch. Milt? Understandably, Gloria was not in the best of shape. Hey, being what she'd been through. Usually, to her credit, in most cases, all that she needed was a little push or a nudge, and no problem.
Car keeps moving, Harley. Just keeps moving. Easy, Milt. Easy.
Now, today, it seems pretty obvious. Gloria was only part of a bigger problem. And I thought it was the champagne. Today, it all seems pretty obvious. But hey, like Larry says, this is now. That was them. It is awesome what you can do when you put your mind to it. The mind's like that, like an ocean. Thoughts at the deepest level start, like a bubble starts, becoming ever larger, rising, transcending, expanding the entire depth of consciousness. And, like clockwork, everything clicks in. That's the process. Given time and practice, it does become second nature. Everything snaps into focus. Now, today, I see that Dad was a pioneer. Pioneers take chances. They wouldn't be pioneers if they didn't. We're talking human beings. Human beings make mistakes. Oh yeah, we wouldn't be human if we didn't. But better yet, today, I see that the flowers, the trees, they were just the stepping stones, pointing the way. But again, like Larry says, this is now, that was then. The challenge was, and is, facing that simple fact. Times change, needs change, attitudes change, people change. Reinventing oneself is a way of meeting that challenge. No ifs, ands, or buts.
So true. And I might add a basic tenet of yours, Larry.
Well, Ray's constant ongoing self-reassessment is part and parcel of that growth process.
A never-ending process, never-ending journey.
Unlimited possibilities, unlimited opportunities, which is healthy and all to the good. As you can see, Ray here genuinely reflects the neo-retro predilection circa 40s.
So much in fashion today. Well, what are the Bogarts, the Mitchums?
Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, those who set the standards.
Yes, and although fickle lady fashion always has her way,
nothing stays the same.
Classics will always be with us.
Guaranteed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Lawrence E. Prow, surgeon, educator, poet, as well as executive vice president of People Everlasting, Larry. And of course, Raymund Bowles, board member and one of the founding fathers of People Everlasting, Ray. People Everlasting. I like that. Simple, straightforward, honest. It says it all. Brilliant. And I understand you're growing by leaps and bounds.
There's no stopping us, Jerry. We're already serving 10 cities in the Midwest alone.
I understand each location is staffed by the finest professionals in the field. My people say world class.
And dedicated, Jerry, not only to the body, but to the soul as well.
A good word, soul. A word little used these days.
Right, Jerry. We take special pride in the fact that People Everlasting serves the whole being.
Well, Ray, and I'm sure the folks will agree, your words and thoughts today have truly been an inspiration to us all.
Thank you. But let's face it, it's Larry here who deserves all the credit. I mean it, Larry. I know this embarrasses him, but I've got to say it. This man turned my life around. I owe everything to him. People Everlasting is just my way of sharing my good fortune with others.
You're all very kind, but as I told Ray early on in our relationship, People Everlasting is just a natural progression from what your father pioneered as many years ago.
Blessed is he who flowers the more, where nary a bud grew before. From beautiful flowers to beautiful people. Brilliant. Hey, what about it, guys? Let's open this up to the folks. Yes.
Hi, my name is Lori Gorgon.
Hey, Lori.
Lori. Nice to see you, Lori.
Nice to see you. No, seriously. 50? Fabulous. I mean, what, you walk into a bar, they card you? I mean, fabulous. No stretch marks, crow's feet, those little things behind your ears. Nada. What about the pain? I hate pain.
Nada, Lori.
Lori, I pass out from a paper cut.
Hey, technology's come a long way.
Let's put it this way, technology plus Larry.
Oh, wait, it's like a formula. Technology plus Larry equals fantastic.
Fantastic.
You got it, Lori. Yes.
Mildred Zimwalt. You look younger than my son, and he's 30. Seriously.
What's the question, dear?
Sorry. what I want to ask is, on your, like, journeys, how do you finally know it's the real you?
Oh, good one, Ray.
I hear you, Mildred. Like Larry here says, it's a growth process.
And ongoing, continuously ongoing.
And for that point in time,
Here and now.
you'll just know it.
And more importantly, you'll feel it.
And Mildred, it's a good feeling.
Ooh, I like
A beautiful word, feeling. Yes. Thank you. Howard Hesterton. Question. I know this is now and that was then, but at the time, was it like now, or did it just seem that way?
When then?
At the time, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Times change.
Howard, it's a given.
In more ways than one.
But just as pertinent today as then.
Maybe more so.
Past is prologue.
You can't argue with that. Great. Yes, sir.
My name is Carl Fiedler. My question is addressed to you, sir. Do you ever, and I speak in the present tense, do you ever dream of your former self or selves? And if so, please elaborate.
Good question.
Seriously, folks, and I think it bears repeating.
The question is...
It's an important one.
Do you ever dream about yourself or former selves? Yes, I do, Carl. And Carl, I believe this is all to the good. These former selves, as you so perceptively put it, are actually, like Larry here says, the building blocks.
Contributing to the new architecture of that so-called new you.
Like old friends.
Right on. Like old friends.
Like old friends. I like that.
I
like that a lot.
An excellent perception. But fair warning, Carl, as in any maturing or growth process, you may experience confrontations between your now and your past self or selves.
Fortuna de la guerre.
Precisely. But this too shall pass.
As one forms new friendships, only now all within oneself.
I.e., the new self.
Mm.
And of course, you can rest easy in the knowledge of PE's full staff support.
Which leads me to ask, fellas, what about the time and cost?
Less than an average 2-week vacation.
How many can afford a 2-week vacation? It's unanimous. We all need a vacation. Yes, dear.
Yes, my question is...
Your name, dear?
I'm sorry. Edna Lonis. My question is that for all that you've been through, I mean your journey and such, you never seem to have any doubts. My question is, did you have any doubts?
Another good question.
Definitely. I mean, you know, considering, but not doubt in the ordinary sense of the word.
Optimistic doubt.
What will be, will be.
Que sera, sera.
We have no control over circumstances.
Beyond our control.
Or fate, as you'd have it.
Which may well be, but what we do have is control over how we react to those circumstances. Ray here is a perfect example.
A survivor in the best sense of the word. Fellas, I just have to say something. I've done my share of interviews, as some enlightening, even inspiring. And I've met some mighty impressive people, believe me. But how about it, folks?
Bravo!
Ray, you've touched us all.
Well, it's all been very exciting for us. Getting out the word.
To the people.
The people.
Everlasting. Jerry, if there's one thing we believe in, it's the people.
Yes. The people, yes. And given the right set of facts, they'll never fail to do the right thing.
Never.
Always.
Okay, before we wind this up, there's a little surprise I've been saving till last. There's a special person in the audience I'd like you all to meet. Would that person please stand? Tell the folks a little about yourself.
My name is Janice Bowles, and it's my birthday today. And I'm 54 years old.
Bowles, any relation?
There sure is. He's my husband.
God bless.
For a people everlasting near you, or to find out more about the exciting PE concept, call now and receive free
I like it.
Dr. Prow's inspirational brochure.
I like it a lot. Good things. Good stuff. It's really good stuff. It's a great look. Great look.
Big change, huh?
Oh, to say the least.
Wow.
Larry,
You outdid yourself with Ray.
Awesome, Larry.
Well, thank you, kind sirs. Bill Denning did the actual sculpt.
Bill, isn't Trish expecting?
July.
They're first?
Number 2. Rachel, their first, is 3.
Send our best.
Please.
Question. The voice.
As you speak, Dirk.
Focus group feedbacks?
Right.
The voice.
The voice.
It bears out your initial reaction in spades. I've highlighted a few.
Okay.
Voice too aggressive, not friendly. Dated, not exactly now. Sounds too 70s.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It all boils down to love face, hate voice.
Some things are ageless, others just age.
Whatever. I think Norman's come up with some interesting options.
Josh.
Possibilities.
New man?
In the field of vocal enhancement.
Johns Hopkins.
One of the best.
If not the best.
Norm has produced some remarkable work.
In any event.
Let's make it right.
Better yet, let's make it Ray.
You got it. And by the way, Larry, what did you think of the audience?
A lot of interesting new faces. An unusually eclectic group, I might add.
Norb. Who else?
Norb, the master caster.
A never-ending process. Never-ending journey.
Which reminds me, got a 10:30 interview.
Busy.
Josh. Is it Josh?
Josh. Josh.
Looks at 11 and then lunch.
Fine, Mr. Problem Solver.
Hey, babe, this is special. I mean, there are self-help shows and there's self-help shows, and we've done them all, but this is special.
Amen.
You're the best.
Hey, babe, the best array.
I just want to say, great job. The guy with the ponytail, the one who's you.
It is me.
It's him, Josh.
Wow.
Josh, cab.
Speaking of wow, how's Ann?
Never better. Just finished the Rowan's new summer place. Beautiful.
I bet. Send my love.
Same to Jill. Ciao.
A never-ending journey.
See that again.
Harv.
You got it.
A never-ending process. A never-ending journey.
Interesting.
Perry. So what's with Ray? Any new word?
Same.
Not a breakdown?
No, he's firm on that. Mark that.
Got it.
Oh, how are we doing on the file for Kurt?
Funny you should ask. We spent the day.
At the compound?
At your leisure.
Talk about security.
He knows it's going to be a long haul.
He knows that.
Believe me.
Kurt's no dummy.
After your little pep talk.
It's all perception. It's all
Believe me, they know that. Your little pep
Well, they're
talk
just
made them
talking
believers.
to themselves without the mainstream.
They understand that.
I know he understands.
Kurt's no dummy. That he's not.
Big change, huh?
It's all perception.
Real low key. Not my initial image.
Yeah, I would have guessed otherwise.
With deep pockets.
Speaking of,
Cleared at the bank yesterday.
roll it hard. Well, if they've got the bread, they've got the time, and it'll take time.
He knows that.
Hey, like everything else.
It'll work.
This I like.
Oh, yeah.
12 and 13, Harv.
You got it.
Journey.
Knock, knock.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey.
Don't you guys ever break for lunch?
Hey,
Hi,
Jill.
how are you?
You look
Hi,
fabulous.
honey.
Hey, she look great. Jill, you look beautiful. Giorgio's?
I got to go to the office. I'll meet you.
See you there, Jer.
Thanks, Jer.
Hey, Dirk.
Hi, Harv. Oh, great job.
Oh, thanks. I had an idea. A line for the Kurt job.
My race is my family. My race is my family. Well, that's a good line, but not now. Down the line, maybe. Harv, right now, we need trust.
Yeah, I was thinking down the line.
No, Harv, it's a good idea. Later, but right now.
Got it.
Hey, whatever happened to the guy with the chickens?
Ducks.
Yeah.